Alright, this is Andrew with Jonah Home Inspections. Today's April 13th, 2022. We're doing a sewer scope here in Sandy. We're at 2437 East Glacier Ridge Drive. I kick the furnace off so that I can not have to talk over it. I'm going to reset the counter. It was showing 20 feet, but we are much further than that. We're around 100 feet out. The counter reset at one point when I was trying to get over an offset, and so we'll talk about that when we get to it, but we're around 100 feet out, more or less. I'm going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. So we're going into a manhole right here. We're not dropping into a line perpendicular. This is what a manhole looks like when you drain into it. This is PVC pipe. PVC is a plastic pipe. That's what they still use on most new construction, at least this section. You'll notice a little bit of running water. Running water is okay where it's not covering the camera head. I've been running water to help push the camera out. What you don't want is standing water where the camera head goes completely underwater. And we will get to a point where you do have that, and I'll talk about it when we get there. But some running water is okay. Gonna stay on this point for a minute. Looks like you have a little bit of a low spot there. So this is the area where it dropped down. It felt like a fitting has separated. My camera head drops down, hits a big lip or an offset, and when I pull back, I don't know, we might have to give it a minute to be able to see it because the water's built up a little bit with it draining. There you can kind of see the end of it. But the pipes have slipped in a way that one section of pipe is much lower than the other. This is the area where my counter kind of glitched and reset because I was pushing the camera head over this lip. Now that I have running water, I'm able to pop over it a little easier. But you can see how there's waste swirling around. A couple things. With that separated like that, you have a big lip where waste can get caught. That's what the camera head's hitting right there on the screen. Waste can get caught right there, and that can create a blockage and lead to a backup. And then second, when the pipes have slipped like that, they might not be as sealed, and so water can get through right there, through the pipes potentially, and if that's going underneath the line, that can cause the line to settle even more, which can create more of a belly, can create a void underneath the pipe, which can cause it to settle more. I would recommend having that dug up and having a spot repair made. Depending on where that is, that's in either case, that's not an inexpensive fix. But depending on where it is, if it's under concrete or under the garage or something, it could be much more expensive. This section is looking good. No standing water, no roots, no offsets. I think that one section is definitely the area of most concern. And defects like that on a sewer line can be tough because sometimes that could have been like that for years, a decade, and not pose a concern. But if it gets worse or if waste decides to get stuck on it, you can have a backup because of it. A little bit of standing water there.
Just a little spot, you mean?